What is up, guys? Kevin from Fashion Forward Always. I'm here back with another video. Thank you guys so much for waiting. I was actually on vacation with my girlfriend. I have a Seattle vlog coming soon where we're gonna explore Seattle and shiz. We were there for like 5 days. It was tons of fun, but right now I'm ready to get back to work. So before I left on my trip, my friend Mike and I were actually camping out at the Louis Vuitton store. So this is sort of like a product review. Thank you so much for my phone ringing. So this is sort of like a product review slash story. First off, Louis Vuitton did the worst fucking job during this release. I genuinely wish Supreme had handled the release, because this release was terrible. At least for LA, it was fucking terrible. So my friend and I got to the Supreme LV store at around 7 o'clock in LA. We were about 350th, 370th in line, and they handed out tickets for the top 300. And you know, like, we were like, okay, they're probably gonna hand out more tickets like after the first 300 go in. So Mike and we actually made some friends over there. We were all just waiting. We were all just really chill. Nobody was like starting fights. Barely anybody knew about the location, because Supreme and like Louis Vuitton did not announce the location, but somehow some people knew like a week ahead of time. Like, I even heard that like somebody was there like the week prior. So I have no idea how they got the location so quickly, etc. Mike and I saw a live stream from some sneaker Twitter guy. He was there at 9 AM streaming, and there were already like 50 people online, like 50 to 60 people online, even before the leaks of the location even came out. So we were just like, what the hell is happening? Because if people were waiting for Louis Vuitton to tweet it out, they wouldn't have never been able to even get to the top 300. Because they didn't even announce it during the morning that we were there, the next morning. So their only like remedy is telling us, hey, follow our social media, follow this, follow that, even though their social media hasn't announced the location, even though we're physically at the location. So a few hours pass, and then it quickly turns into, I think, 6 AM. The line has at least tripled. It's pretty crazy. It's like 800, 900 people deep. And it was crazy. Still, people were pretty respectful. People were all in their chairs, like scooted all the way towards the wall, because we didn't want any trouble. We just wanted to get in and get out. So when release time finally came in, they started letting people into the store by like, I think by like 10 or something like that, and they only let like 10 people in at a time. And they split it to where it stops at the street. There's a road, and then on the other side are the people with the tickets. So people without the tickets are there, and then the security guard and I believe a representative from LV said, if you don't have a ticket, you are not getting in today, flat. And we're just like, okay. But we decided to still stick it out, because, you know, that makes no sense. I doubt that they would only have 300, and if worst case scenario, they would just be like, okay, well, you'll be the next 300 in line tomorrow. Because they also told us that they were going to restock every single day. So we have no idea what's going on. So we're just waiting, and while the ticketed line is getting shorter and shorter, the LV rep is like, oh man, there are too many people here. We're canning the release. And then we're like, what the fuck do you mean? Because like, we've been waiting here for at least 12 hours now. So like, we're all kind of like, what the hell? Like you could have told us earlier to like completely get out of line, and that it's only 300 and everybody should leave. But they started threatening us with tickets, which I knew you can't ticket all like 600 people, because that'd be ridiculous. And two, it just didn't make sense. Like, the numbers didn't make any sense, because I doubt that they would have only had like 300 t-shirts in general, like 100 hoodies in general. I doubt that that was gonna happen. So we thought, since they're gonna be open all throughout this time, they're gonna constantly restock with stuff. So we were like, okay, we're chilling. We'll just wait for the next day. No, the LV rep is like, no, get out, like everybody leave. So they told everybody, get the fuck out of line, or else we're gonna ticket you, or we're gonna cancel this release. So like, Mike and I have seen releases canceled because people can't fucking respect. So in this case, we should have disobeyed them. It's so stupid. Okay, so basically what happened is that they told everybody to get on a line, but then everybody started sprinting to the ticket line, which made no fucking sense. Like, they told you to get on a line, not go over the road and fucking line up in the ticket line. So they're all like, no, 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 you're fucking, no, nobody's gonna get in, nobody's gonna get in. And then they were just waiting there. And then they're like, we're gonna ticket all of y'all and etc. And then like Mike and I are just like, what the fuck are these guys doing? The release is gonna get canceled. So after Mike and I left, we were just chilling in Little Tokyo, going to Riff and stuff like that, all those stores. We came back, and after we came back, people were actually being let inside the store. It was really fucking stupid. They told everybody to leave the store. The store is canceled for the day. Only 300 people in, everybody out. But then as soon as they threatened everybody to get tickets and to cancel the release, and there were still people waiting there, they were just like, all right, never mind, come on in. I think that's fucking ridiculous. No fucking respectable brand should act like that. Especially Vuitton, and I think Supreme would have definitely handled it so much quicker. How I personally would have handled the release is that just have the pop-up day just for 1 or 2 days until every single item is sold out. Just let all the stock loose, all of that, except put item limitations, which they did, but the item limitations were pretty large. It was like 2 per item type or something like that. So this was a terrible release, especially right now. I think they're supposed to be releasing tomorrow. Right now it's the 13th. They were supposed to release in select LV stores, except right now client services are saying they're canceled, but like representatives from, I think Mr. Porter or Barney's are telling them, no, like representatives from some bigger boutique. So they were telling actually GQ that it was going to be delayed rather than canceled. But client services said it's canceled for the US and Canada, and it's still available in Asia and Europe, and I don't fucking know what to believe. Like, Louis Vuitton has seriously lost my trust. Because this is like the worst, absolute worst way to handle a fucking product release. Sure, it's people like, oh man, like, you know, it fucks over the campers, but it's not like you're gonna fucking get in line. Like, we actually waited in line. We were actually just like really chill. We were talking about fucking like the ethics of fucking fast fashion. We weren't fighting, nobody was like that. Except for, I think I wasn't there. I was starting my Seattle trip, but I heard some people were starting to fight. I think it was like Wednesday or something like that. People were starting to get antsy, and then they canceled the whole LV release because they didn't want any fights to break out or anybody to get hurt, which people in LA just don't know how to fucking act. That's just plain and simple. People in LA and NY don't know how to fucking act. And also, like, what was Louis Vuitton thinking? They're collaborating with Supreme, like the hype beast of hype beast brands. It's just like, it's just so much hype piled on top of each other and so much profit there that of course something might go awry. And they didn't even have proper like line rails or anything like that. They just had stand in line. Like I saw in Miami, they had all these like line divider things, and everybody was able to go in. It wasn't limited to 300. Everybody was supposed to go in, come out, and everything would have been fine. But it's just ridiculous how especially the LA reps handled this. The head of the LA pop-up store came out and said, come back fucking 3 a.m. and that's when we're letting you line up again. He said, come back tomorrow, there will be a restock of every item, come back at 3 a.m. to line up. And that's all he said, and then he walked away. And he also told everybody to like shut the fuck up too. But that's probably because he was frustrated and shit, because I think he was awake for the entire time, just like us. I don't know, just this release was totally shit. I did get the BOGO tee though from a friend. It's in a size 6L. It's great for your thick boys. Look at how fucking big this is. Good for your thick boys and girls who like to wear oversized shit, which I think is great. But okay, this is not worth 500. This is not worth 600. This is not worth 900 or anything above that. At least I think in its product worth, in my opinion. I would never pay something so ridiculous. I bought this just to see how the quality is, and the t-shirt quality, I'd say it's pretty fucking meh. The Supreme box logo, it doesn't really feel super nice. I feel like there will be definite cracking after, like, probably by the end of this year, somebody's already gonna have it cracked up as fuck BOGO. Just like it doesn't even feel like silkscreen. It's really shiny. It's really, really shiny, and it feels like very rough to the touch, so I don't think it'll last too long. Let me see how much retail was. Retail was, I think it was $5.18 and 95 cents. This was purchased in Miami, I believe. So yeah, that's the receipt, box and everything. I think the box is like super nice. I'm glad like LV actually does shit like this, but I fucking hate LV for how they handle this release. It is so shit. It's the worst release, hands down, and I've been to a bunch of releases where like it was a complete shit show. This is the most shit show of the shit show. Yeah, I will be selling this tee, mainly because I fucking waited so long just for this tee, just to not get it, and then have a friend hook me up. So yeah, that's this release. It was the shittiest release of 2017 so far. So thank you guys so much for watching. I have a lot of videos coming soon, Seattle vlog coming soon, a bunch of product reviews coming soon. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.